Everybody, and welcome to my vlog 15. As I said in an earlier vlog, that every fifth vlog that I do is going to be something a little different or a little special, and since this is vlog 15, I am coming at you directly from my room here. So everyone can see me in my own element. This is probably where I'm most comfortable. So in addition to that, I have also decided to make good on the request that I've been getting to show off more of my body. So I've panned back a little bit and everyone can see what I'm wearing entirely. And also I have decided that for this one I'm going completely off the cuff. I have absolutely no cues or anything to follow, so yeah, I'm not really gonna be that good on this one. So for those people that don't like to hear me say yeah or any of those other little fillers that I usually use when I'm doing my vlogs, sorry for it, but it's probably gonna happen this time anyway. Anyway, for the topic today, I really don't have one. So I thought that it would be okay if I just maybe talked about a little bit of news in my life. Anyway, for the first bit of news, as I've said, my parents are getting a little bit better with the whole gender thing. The other day, my mom was kind of whining about the things that she has to lift at work and how it hurts her back and stuff, and I kind of laughed there and thought, geez, you know, I lift a lot worse things than that when I'm at work. And she's like, well, yeah, but you're also quite a bit younger than me, and oh. And I'm like, what? She's like, well, I can't really say you're also a male either. And I'm like, yeah, you can't say that. That's not what I am anymore. So they're getting better on that note. Also, guy at work. See, I have this friend in Australia. Actually, she's a little bit more than a friend to me, but yeah, and she, we've been wanting to send text messages with our cell phones, but we couldn't get it to work. So one of the guys at work decided to give it a try, and he actually got it to work with his phone, and they were bouncing messages back and forth, and he actually started using my name, Serena, and feminine pronouns when talking about me, which was completely took me by surprise, because I thought that he would be the last person that would ever get it right. Yeah, I know he's probably not going to say it to me directly, but at least he said it, and that's the main thing. And another little bit of news, there's this other guy at work. He's kind of a druggie, and he kind of smokes more than any human being probably should. I mean, he's never doing his work because he's always outside smoking. But yeah, he's you can tell he's done a little bit of meth in his day because his teeth are all rotten. Anyway, he asked me to take him home because I go right by where he lives on my way home from work. I think he's seen me a couple times, and that's why he asked. Anyway, he asked me to take him home, and being the kind soul that I am, I really didn't want to say, okay, sure. I just want to say, you know what, it's not that far, why don't you walk? But I'm far too nice, so I agreed. And anyway, when he asked me, he's like, so, what do you like to be called? I mean, there's some other name I'm supposed to be calling you? I'm like, well, I did change my name legally to Serena, so I kind of would prefer if you called me Serena. He's like, well, okay, Serena. It's like, can I ask you something? Why do you want to give yourself a girl's name anyway? And I'm like, well, it's a really long story, and I don't want to get into it right now. He's like, because I heard that you want to be a girl. And I'm just like, normally I would probably deny that wholeheartedly, but I really don't care, and since I really didn't want him to like me anyway, I'm just like, well, you heard right. And he's like, what? I'm like, you heard right. That's exactly right. He's like, can I ask you something? why the hell would you want to do that? And I'm like, you know what, it's a really long story as well as the name change thing. But if you really, really want to know, go home and look up transgendered online and you'll find out everything you want to know. I usually tell that to people because, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and explain it to people because even if I did, they're not going to get it anyway, so it's kind of wasting my breath. And on top of that, I know that the people that go and actually look for it online are actually the people that are going to get something out of it. Those are the people that really want to know. So it's better just to do it that way. I mean, I know he didn't look for it online because he's never actually approached me, since the only time he ever talks to me is when he says, you know, can I have a ride? Which I still do. And I still did yesterday. And I usually have to open my windows all the way home to get the smell out of my car. Oh my God, can't believe how much that guy smokes. Anyway, so I guess that pretty much means that everybody at work kind of knows about me. I mean, I know I didn't tell him. I don't know who he found it out from. It's probably, but yeah, anyway. I mean, I really don't hide at work at all. The other day they were kind of talking and, you know, I said something and then the other guy, the mildly psychotic one, he's like, you know, from one psycho to another, and I said, hey, I am not a psycho. I'm transgendered, okay? And he's like, well, to be that, you have to be a little bit psychotic, right? I'm like, well, not really, but okay. So anyway, that's the little bit of news that I have. Haven't really heard anything from my sister lately. I wonder what she would think about all this. But anyway, yeah, I haven't heard from my sister. I haven't heard from any other relatives, really. But that's about all the news that I have for right now. Not sure how I'm doing on time, but yeah, so this is my bedroom. And this is my bed. This is where I sleep every night, usually. I just love this purple and satiny comforter. Anyway, I'm getting to see spots. So I think this is where I'm going to end this vlog. And so stay tuned for my normally scheduled vlog where I actually have note cards to help me follow the story, whatever. I don't have to lose my spot and stare off into space wondering what the heck I was talking about. But so stay tuned for my normally scheduled vlog, vlog 16, coming up next week. See y'all later. Bye-bye.